What up, YouTube? This is the overview of the Polaroid 5-inch multimedia touchscreen display. I will be doing an overview / review, a short review and a long review. The short review of this multimedia display right here is that it's worth a buy for 60 bucks, 59 bucks from Big Lots, which I got mine from. You should be able to find it online for about 50 bucks. It's worth a buy, especially if it's your first multimedia display or multimedia device that plays music, videos, photos, and ebooks and stuff like that. Or if you're upgrading from a standard or mediocre one, or if you just want to see what these new type of multimedia devices are about without buying an iPad or expensive tablet or something like that. This is very much worth a buy. It got my signature of approval. For the long review, we're going to go ahead and go over the specs of this bad boy right here. Here's a little Big Lots sticker. Okay, the specs are that it has a 4 GB built-in internal memory, 5-inch touchscreen display, HD resolution 720p, micro SD slot for additional memory for up to 8 GB, TV out, built-in speakers, rechargeable ion battery, stores and plays music, videos, and pictures, includes noise insulating headphones. Product includes of course the multimedia display itself, kickstand, headphones, USB cable, and user manual. Here's a look at the box. I've seen this at Big Lots a couple of times before I even picked it up, about a month and a half before I even picked it up. It was looking kind of cool. I might as well pick it up to see what it's about. If I don't like it, bring it back. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it right here. Here's the kickstand right here, and usually I leave it up. I don't tuck it all the way in. I don't click it all the way in. Usually I leave it like that because it's hard to get out. Even if you have nails, it's hard to get out. You might damn near break your nail. So also this whole thing comes off like that. If you want it off, you don't want it on. Okay. HD 720p, Polaroid. On the left side you have your headphone, micro SD, TV out, USB. Okay, and at the top you got this one button, a power button. Tap that one time, brings you up to the main screen. Has a little theme in the background. It has 3 built-in themes. You can use your own pictures and photos as themes as well, but it kind of stretches out your photo and makes it like disoriented, or I don't know, it makes it look weird when you set your photos as a theme. I just like to just keep the standard theme. You have your brightness display. It has up to 4 settings. That's the lowest setting right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the brightest setting. You can't really tell on camera, but it does get very bright, which is a good selling point for this bad boy. Keep it in the middle. Okay. Also, as you can see, sometimes you gotta make sure you touch the touchscreen on here. Work very good, but you just gotta make sure you touch it directly on what you want to touch. It's not one of those touchscreen devices that don't work well, where you gotta touch it a couple of times. It works, but you just gotta touch it in the direct right place. Settings, have a good number of settings. Nothing fantastic or anything like sharpness or color or anything. You have like just output settings, language settings, auto power off, sleep timer, how fast the screen turns black, just like you see right now. I think that's set to like 5 seconds or 10 seconds or something like that. Key tone, brightness, screen calibration and stuff like that. Press the home button to go back. You have ebook, music, videos, photos, recording. You record your voice or whatever, record somebody talking. It works okay for what it is. Browser is pretty much a look at just all your stuff. You just want to look at everything without going through music, videos, photos. You can go to browser and just go to all your stuff from there and listen to your music or your photos and look at your stuff from there. Okay, another good selling point for this is that the battery life is pretty good. I watch videos for like an hour straight, and like an hour to hour and a half, I only was missing 1 notch from my battery bar, and there's 4 little notches up there, so I'm only missing 1 notch after like an hour. So I say it lasts about 3 to 4 hours battery life if you're watching videos and stuff like that, depending on the brightness setting. I need to change that. That's irritating me. I have to keep cutting off. Okay, the speaker is like a huge selling point. The speaker is very clear. You wouldn't expect for a speaker to be that loud for a little cheap device like this. and that clear. You know, a speaker is pretty clear. You can change the different speaker settings. You know, pop, hip hop, rock, or, you know, R&B. I rather set it to rock is the clearest one. Set it to rock. It's loud. You know, even if you had a 2-story house, you can put it inside one room and hear it throughout the whole house. That's how loud it is. You know, unless you got a big mansion or something like that. I always leave it 2 notches from the highest volume setting, because once you set it up those last 2 notches, that's when the sound gets distorted. It gets kind of, you know, it gets grimy. So it's better to leave it at 2 notches down. That's what I noticed. Video, that's the main thing people want to know about. No, that's what you want to know about. Video is pretty good until you set it next to a Zune HD. You know, Zune HD is it's a smaller, not super small, but a smaller screen, but you know, it has the better, you know, screen, and little, you know, the screens that give you the accurate color, you know, deep blacks, real good color for, you know, handheld devices like cell phones and stuff like that. This has still got some of that old LCD technology and stuff built inside of it, but it's still good for what it is. The colors look kind of washed out a little bit. It's a super little bit. The only time you notice it is when you put it next to, like I said, a Zune HD, and I'm gonna do a comparison video right now, even though you guys not gonna see the full difference, but you know, at least you be able to see a little something. It feels good watching podcasts on this big screen. No, I put all my stuff up on here. Speaking of putting stuff up on here, that's another thing I like about. That's another selling point for this device. You know, sometimes you get devices, you hook it up to your computer, you gotta go through an arm, neck, back, and a spinal cord just to put stuff onto your device, or your device is not being detected, or you gotta find drivers and just stuff like that. It was so easy to put stuff up on here, and also my Film Right podcast that stopped working on my Zune HD works up on here. So yeah, that's a good selling point. But you know, as far as sharpness, it's okay. View angle, you can view it from side to side, but as soon as you tilt it like that, it gets dark. Tilt it like that, it gets too bright. Okay, so we're gonna go to video real fast. Where's it at? I think it's that one right there. We're gonna go to my Zune HD video as well. Pause that for a second. Gives you the option to resume. It detects if you already been watched that video already. Go ahead and go to resume. Automatically start it all over. I didn't press nothing. Pause a little bit.
Alright folks, welcome to Inversion 101. This is Filthy Rich Bantegi from Namco Bandai Games.
So you see how the Zune HD color is more accurate, you know. And actually, no, I'm going to cut up the speaker a little bit more so you see how loud the speaker goes.
Inversion is a third-person shooter allowing you to command
music goes way louder than videos, I noticed also.
One is actually called the Grav Link. The Grav Link actually allows you to pass 2 different settings, and it allows you to command gravity in 2 different ways. So the first way is actually called low gravity. So because we're a cover shooter, when you're playing the cover shooting game,
that's a Zune HD.
It's hiding behind that box.
That's the screen.
Quite shoot. It's going to keep popping its head up,
Polaroid screen.
you're trying to say hi.
See, it still looks good.
What you can do is you can use the gravity device.
But it's kind of like putting a PT Cruiser next to a Bentley. You know, PT Cruiser, not PT Cruiser, but the other card, not PT Cruiser. You guys know the one that looked like a Bentley kind of. Chrysler 300. It's kind of like putting the Chrysler 300 next to a Bentley. Now, the Chrysler 300 looks good. You know, it looks sexy. But you put it next to a Bentley, you know, of course the Bentley is going to look better. But then again, the Zune screen is more smaller. But you still will expect for this screen to be super sharp and have accurate color as well, because it's 720p. It looks good, like I said. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. For the price of a video game, 60 bucks. You know, this is not bad. You know, I recommend this to anybody that's looking for a multimedia device, even if you're just looking for something to listen to music on. And, you know, you can carry this around, you know, put it in your back pocket as long as you don't sit on it. Probably buy a case that has a little strap on it or whatever. It's good for music. when you have your headphones hooked up to it, it's very loud, you know. So it gets too loud, and it still stays clear in the headphones. Headphones out, like I said, I had this blasting last night when I was at the store. Everybody's looking, you know, listening to music stuff. It's like a radio, you know. Everybody didn't know what the hell the music was coming from. It was so loud, you know. So selling point for this, $60. Decent screen, 720p, you know. Loudspeaker, and that's it. Ease of putting stuff onto here. All you do is use Windows Media Player or whatever. I said movie. I don't know. I said movie for it, but Windows Media Player, and there you go. And it also goes to the very next video automatically and stuff like that. See, that's why I was talking about. You know, if you want to get like ebooks or, you know, expensive stuff like tablets like that, you know, you can get one of these, you know. So with that said, this has been your boy Nusai about the Universal Gamer. I will be also doing a look at the Nintendo 3DS handheld storage bag and stuff like that. That will be my last unboxing on this channel. All the rest of my unboxing as far as technology will be on my new channel that I've been trying to get underway, that I've been being lazy on, my hobby collector channel. That's where all my unboxings and stuff will be going on, and reviews of technology, except for game stuff. If it's game stuff, then that's a different story. So with that said, it's been your boy Nusai, and I'm out. Peace.